You mentioned order at the border. There are many different ways that a couple of your colleagues define that. Obviously, your bill does touch and provide a number of solutions to try and do that. But a number of your colleagues are saying, you know what, the best way to do that right now is to actually impeach DHS Secretary Mayorkas. Is that a position that you agree or might actually support? Or are you looking more long term solutions by proposing this bill?
What does impeaching Mayorkas, what does that do to stop the flow, stop people gaming the system, stop the child sex traffickers, the terrorists, the coyotes, people going through Central America to get to Texas? It doesn't do anything. What we need to do is we need to, what my bill says, talk to Border Patrol, sit with them and tell them, okay, guys, what is it that you need? Well, we need levees, we need structures, we need infrared cameras, we need more Border Patrol, pay them better, give them more benefits, retain them, do some drones, all the technology out there that exists, because this office has sat down with the owners of some of those technology companies that have provided evidence that we can have a highly effective technology-driven seal the border strategy. Because I'm not the one that is an expert in knowing what is it that we need between point A and point B. Because the border is very long, as I'm sure many people know. We're talking about 2,000 miles. But the technology is out there for each stretch. So here's the money. And the good thing that I didn't mention at the beginning is that the undocumented are going to be paying for that border security. Why? Because in the dignity status, the undocumented, let's say 10 million people, 12 million people are going to come out and they're going to pay $5,000 over 7 years. According to Leviticus, you forgive people's debt, the Bible. So I'm just going by the big book. And that amount of money amounts to $45 billion plus. That bucket is going to be used for border security. There is another bucket that is going to be used to retrain, to re-educate the American workers. And why? Where does that money come from? Because those undocumented who are now or will be in the dignity status program will be paying 1.5% from their paycheck. It will be withheld. You know that when you have a W-2, your employer retains 7% for FICA. Now, instead of the 7, it's going to be 1.5. That is going to create another pot that is going to go to retrain American workers. So no one will be able to say that an undocumented, someone that came from abroad took their jobs away. We're going to be able to retrain you, whatever you want to do. If you want to learn how to be a welder, a new trade, a new occupation, paid by the undocumented. So we're creating two pots, one to pay for border security, the other one to retrain the American workers. Don't you think that's beautiful? And is not going to cost the taxpayers 1 penny. And
I
and the
appreciate you
undocumented
breaking
will
that
be
down.
very happy in paying the $5,000 because what they want to do is they want to live in dignity. They don't want to be in the shadows anymore. And if that costs to pay, then they will. Because when some of the members of my conference tell me, Maria, that's amnesty, is not, and I say, no, it's not amnesty. Amnesty is what we have now, that the undocumented, all those people coming in that do not have a work permit, because that is something that is inconceivable, that the Biden administration is letting thousands upon thousands of people coming in without a work permit. So those people would love to come out of the shadow and pay for their ride. But dignity, I should say that it applies to those who have been here for more than 5 years.